Spotlight on the Bensenville Park District. I'm going to be your host, Tom Draper, for the next 30 minutes or so. With me, I have no other than Mike Hayes. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't believe summer's over and we're talking about fall events already.
It really flew by, but we have an action-packed fall for everybody, and I'm really excited to share our upcoming events.
Yeah, same. And I think that, like you said, we have a lot to talk about, so let's just dive right into this.
Okay. Well, let's start with some of our special events coming up.
I love it.
So one of our first special events coming up of the year is an event called Let's Go Loco.
I like it. Did you come up with that name?
I didn't come up with it, but my team came up with it. We'll leave it as that.
Let me guess. It's all about trains?
It is all about trains. It is going to be held at Veterans Park. It is on September 18th. We're going to try to get back into that train, highlight it, showcase it. It's really a unique environment and awesome piece of an asset that the Park District has. The event's going to be from 12 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
It is free if you're under the age of 2, but everyone else needs to pay $5 on site.
And what does that $5 get you?
The $5 gets you a lot. I mean, it's going to get you a story time reading by Mrs. B. She's going to be out there.
Love her.
We're going to have goodie bags to hand out to people. We're attempting to have either a food truck or the Park District will be grilling some burgers or free hot dogs out there. More importantly, we also have full access to the train where our own staff, Carl will be out there, who works for the railroad, and he will be giving tours, answering questions about the history of the train. He's going to have his model train set up inside. We also are going to have a train ride out there. You're going to be able to get on a train and
man,
ride.
I'm excited now.
Yes, so the kids will love that going around, and there's going to be a lot of other activities.
Cool.
And it's from 12 to 5 p.m.
Nice. And I feel like Carl has just such a wealth of knowledge about that train and the history of it. And it's just like fascinating to kind of hear him talk and learn about that.
It's a strong passion of his, and he's been assisting us for many years. One key note about the event, it's cash only.
Okay.
So if you show up, just bring $5 or $10 or $20, whatever your poison is.
Great. What else do we have?
Family campout. We did one in the summer.
Okay.
We're also doing another one in the fall, though.
Okay.
It was a big request 2 years ago to bring it back in the fall, cooler weather.
Yeah, I feel like that's the time to camp is the fall.
Absolutely. Get a nice bonfire going, s'mores going. That's going to be September 17th at Fisher Farm.
Great. Where is Fisher Farm if people don't know, or people haven't heard of it?
So Fisher Farm, it's a challenge to get to. If you put it in your Google Maps, it honestly doesn't come up. The address is a little wonky. But the best way to get there is, it's right in the corner of Grand and Church Street. So it's right in the corner of Church Street and Grand. If you're going down Church, you'll take a right onto Grand, and then there's a parcel there. It looks like an old historical house.
Cool. And you mentioned that there's going to be s'mores. What else can I expect at family camp out?
So the family camp out, we will have some activities out there, but it's really family driven. We're going to give you a piece of land to put up your tent. You're going to have opportunity to grill your own food. No open fires though, so no coals or anything. You can bring your propane tanks. We're going to have s'mores at night, bonfire going. We'll have some activities out there for kids, but we're also going to have a movie at night streaming, and then quiet hour starts when that movie is over.
Sounds like a nice kind of relaxing time to spend, with your family, and kind of a cool setting. I feel like Fisher Farm is very peaceful, and I feel like the history associated with it is kind of like what makes that whole area calming.
It is. I mean, it's really a serene piece of land out there. I mean, we're going to have the house open. You're going to be able to go in it in the morning. You're going to hear the rooster waking you up at 7 in the morning.
Love it.
And we'll have our animals out for everyone to enjoy and play with.
Very cool. So kind of like on the same topic of kind of environmentally outdoorsy, we have Eco Days coming up, right, too?
Correct. We started a new series of events called Eco Days. They're being held all throughout the community in different parks. We did several over the summer. We got a couple more coming up. Our next one is September 11th, and that's at Varble Park.
Okay.
And then that is followed by October 9th. We have one at Fisher Farm.
Cool. And I know like every single one of these events is a little bit different, but like generally, what can I expect if I go to one of these days?
So Eco Days, it's a drop in time.
Okay.
Just kind of want to say that. Same with the Let's Go Loco, not meaning to go backwards, but it's a drop in time. So for Eco Days, you can come in anywhere between 9 and 12 o'clock. To one of these sites, and we'll have a series of activities that's environmental friendly or gives environmental information about that land that we're having the activity on. We also will have activities just to let the kids have fun. We also have some environmental cleanup aspects to it, whether it's helping pick up trash, help change the animal bedding at the farm. Varble, there'll probably be some mulching or weeding involved in it.
Very fun, very fun. So I can't believe we're already talking about like some of these events. Like I feel like summer is like, it should still be summertime, right? But Scarecrow?
Yeah,
Talking about Scarecrows
the
already?
Scarecrow Scare Show.
Wow.
That was something we started last year with COVID, and it really took off. Basically, you register at the Park District. We're going to give you a basic package kit to build your own Scarecrow. It'll have a hay, stuffing, a pole. Everyone's going to get the same basics. And then what you do with it and how you present and make your Scarecrow and put it in your front yard will determine if you're going to have the best Scarecrow around town. And then our staff will go around and judge, and we'll give everyone an award depending on their placement.
So when are supplies available at the DGLC?
So supplies will be available October 18th,
Okay.
and then we will judge on October 29th.
So the supplies that I get, right, can I add to it? Like if I have some like crazy ideas, you know, to make my Scarecrow the scariest Scarecrow in town?
You can add to it. Our only requirement is you have to incorporate the supplies we give you.
Okay, very cool. And when does judging begin?
Judging would be on October 29th,
Okay.
and it's $10 per household.
Okay, so very reasonable.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. So on that whole Halloween mindset, we have Monster Mash coming back this year, right?
Monster Mash was around last year, and it's coming back this year. It's a tradition. Everyone loves it in the
Staple of us,
community.
yeah.
It's free. That's nice, and it's held at Deer Grove Leisure Center. We did something different last year, and we're going to do it again this year, where we made it more into a walk. So as you walked through the Deer Grove Leisure Center, you traverse a series of rooms, and then you engage in a bunch of activities in each of those rooms. It worked out really well. It was decorated to its teeth, literally.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very well done.
And kids just loved it. They wanted to keep going through it, and if they want to go through it 2, 3, 4 times, go for it.
Fantastic. It's always cool to see like all the little ones and adults alike, you know, coming in their costumes and, you know, seeing how much fun people have with just Halloween in general.
Yeah, and the costume contest that goes with it. Can't forget that.
Of course. So it's on October 23rd, right?
October 23rd from 11 to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Drop-in once again, and it's free.
That's awesome. You can't beat free, right?
Cannot beat free.
That's awesome. So I think we're moving on to kind of one of the most exciting events that we have coming up this fall.
Yeah, Harvest Fest.
It was kind of a bummer that we couldn't, you know, see this event out last year.
It was unfortunate, but we're bringing back Harvest Fest. We have some new activities and some new twists to it that even enhance it further. It's going to be on September 25th this year with the rain date of October 2nd.
Very cool. So what can I expect at Harvest Fest if nobody experienced this our first year?
So it's at Fisher Farm. When you get there, you can expect limited parking. But we do have transportation to off-site parking lots that'll be marketed accordingly on our website and et cetera. It's $10 admission to get in. Is cash only to get in. Children 3 and under are free. That admission will get you all the activities minus the exception if you want to buy food or beverage.
Very cool. So we offer food and beverages and beer and whatnot?
Yeah, so we'll have soda, water, we'll have beer out there. We're going to have popcorn, brats, hot dogs, corn on the cob.
All the staples of a nice fall festival.
All the staples of a nice fall festival with bands out there. We're going to have DJs in the field, several bands playing, pumpkin patch, bounce houses.
Hay rides.
It's really a just fun environment, and the kids can run around and play, and the adults can enjoy themselves and listen to a little music.
I can't wait. It's going to be a blast.
It's pretty much all day. Harvest Fest is from 10:30 to 6:30 p.m., give or take. I mean, it might go a little later than 6:30. We will be listing all the activity times when they're occurring on our website and social media as we
I
get
can't
closer.
wait to see all the lineup of live music we're going to have.
It's going to be really exciting.
We had some great bands that first year with the Elvis impersonator.
Yes.
And whatnot.
Yep. So yeah, we're in the process of getting that all together, and you know, I mean, I think we had probably 1,000 people at the last event.
It was a good time. All right, so our Veterans Day breakfast. This was another event that it was really sad to see not happen last year because we like to pay tribute to all the veterans that have paid their sacrifices to our country.
It was. The Veteran Breakfast is, it's actually a joint effort between the Village and the Park District. It is held at White Pines between 9 and 11 a.m. It is a registration event. It is free for Bensenville veterans and their immediate families. However, if they want to bring some guests, friends, extended family, or if even non-residents want to attend, it's $13. $13, you come with us, come enjoy us for those few hours. We're going to have an entertainer there. We'll have some light music playing, great breakfast, and we'll be giving our thanks to our veterans.
Sure, and that food over at White Pines right now is...
It's really good, and that's a topic on here, and we'll get there soon of why it's so good.
I just can't, keep my mind off of that food over there.
Yes.
All right, so November 11th, 9 to 11 a.m. They can register at the DGLC.
Yep.
Register early because it feels fast.
Register early. Space is limited. And this isn't a drop-in event. This is 9 to 11, so show up promptly, be on time. And with all of our events, if we have to cancel due to low registration or weather or unforeseen circumstances, that will be posted either on the Rain Outline website or social media.
Great. So fitness, we have some exciting news. We haven't really talked about fitness too much recently.
No, we haven't talked about fitness too much recently. As you know, for the last year and a half, our hours have been really restricted, partially because of COVID restrictions. But now that those have eased, we will be opening later into the evening starting September 1st.
So what are those hours?
So on the weekdays, we're going back to 9 p.m. And on Saturdays, we're going back to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And on Sundays, we're going to remain at the current 3 p.m. time slot. We are closed on Labor Day and Thanksgiving, and there is actually limited hours on the day after Thanksgiving. But it'll be nice for that working parent that works at 6, 7 o'clock at night when we close right now, and they can't get in and get a quick workout
The
done.
extended hours, I'm sure, are going to be well appreciated from our fitness members.
It will be, and add another thing with fitness. In September, you're going to see some new classes coming. We're getting some new instructors on. They're bringing some new classes. Our new instructors are actually going to start bringing back some more active adult programming. I know chair yoga has been something we've been missing for a while. That will be coming back also.
So where can they see the full lineup of classes?
So the full lineup of classes could be found on. You could go both ways. You could go to beevilleparks.org or you could go to woodstreetfitness.org and see the full lineup of schedules.
Fantastic. So Fisher Farm, we have some exciting news now that kind of COVID restrictions have eased, that we can bring back tours. Is that right?
Yeah, so the tours will be back at Fisher Farm. In the past, we were open 7 days a week. It's still very limited hours, but we will be open the first Saturday of every month. I think it's from 9 to 11 a.m. You can drop in, you can come into the house. We'll have a staff there answering questions for you. Or if you just want to walk around and not ask any questions, whatever your poison is, essentially.
Sure. And that staff will be very knowledgeable about the history of the farm and whatnot.
They will be knowledgeable about the history of the farm, the operations of the farm, or if sometimes questions do come up that are tough, they'll have the resources to be able to answer it and find it.
Fantastic. So I know one of the biggest things that we had kind of going on that everyone loved before kind of COVID hit was Open Gym, right?
Open Gym was very busy every day, and it's been gone. But we're bringing it back, also starting September 1st, but it's going to look different. Part of the reason it's going to look different is it was just so popular, and it was just too crowded to really enjoy it fully. So we've put a twist on it, essentially. Starting September 1st, you're going to have reservations to get in. The reservations is something honestly we learned with COVID, but we're going to use it to our advantage. It's to kind of help that capacity limit, because we do have room capacities that we need to follow by, and it was being met by flying colors every time. You also have to have a facility ID card, and that's just a safety protocol, so we know who's in our facility. And then the facility ID card is free, by the way. And then it is time-specific slots. So what I mean by that is if you're a fitness member, you'll be able to attend anytime you want, with the exception of the time-specific slots that we have listed in the brochure, which is gauged to our youth and families. Our youth is dominantly Monday through Friday after school, Blackhawk gets out and Jefferson, and they want to come over and play basketball, and we give them that opportunity. And then families is on Saturdays. We're giving that family an opportunity if they want to bring their 3-year-old, their 5-year-old, and just play with them in the gym.
So do people have to make reservations before they come then?
They do.
And how do they go about doing that?
They can go to our website, beevilleparks.org.
Fantastic. So is that all for Open Gym?
You know, that is really it for Open Gym. I mean, don't forget our program book is full of other programs.
And that just came out, right?
It just came out. There's a lot of new athletic programming in there. There's a lot of new dance programs in there. Our active adult section has really blossomed because of all the restaurants we can go to now and casinos we can go to. So I encourage everyone to look at it.
And I feel like we're trying to push a lot more just adult programming too.
We are trying to push a lot of adult programming now. It's been an area that has been a void for us.
Sure.
But our adult programming isn't just adult specific. I mean, it's also family oriented.
Sure.
And you'll notice that there's a lot of family trips that you're going to be able to go on and participate with your children or even your parents if you want to.
Yeah, so they can build a lot of memories with the whole family with us.
Yep.
Very cool. So registration started, right? August 3rd.
Registration started.
They can register for those programs, register early.
Register early. Typically, all of our programs registration ends 7 days prior to the start of the program, with the exception if it's listed in the description.
Okay, very cool. So now can we move on to my favorite topic here?
Yes, we can.
So we have some news about 37, right?
37's open.
So if people don't know what 37 is, what is it?
So 37 is our bar and restaurant and grill at the golf course.
Okay.
It's right next to the pro shop. You can go in there and get some fantastic food thanks to our new chef.
Yeah, that new chef. Like, we have a whole revamped menu, and it looks delicious.
It is spectacular. I was part of all the tastings, and I've never had such better food in my entire life.
That's fantastic. And then kind of the icing on the cake, we have daily specials, right?
There are daily specials, and there is also happy hour from 3 to 6 p.m. So come on in, enjoy a cool draft with us, or whatever the happy hour special may be that day.
Fantastic. And then kind of on that same topic with the golf course, I know it's kind of crazy to think, but we're thinking about holiday parties and corporate events and things like that. Do we offer packages and whatnot?
We do offer packages. You can go to our website, it's banquets@whitepinesgolf.com, for more information, or you can call the golf course directly and obtain the information. And it's even listed in our program book too.
Great. And for all of our viewers, we're going to be doing a show coming up here shortly with myself and Katie, who's our banquets director, and she has a wealth of information to share about all of the event offerings and banquet specials and things of that nature. So that's kind of real exciting. You know, and one of the nice things about the White Pines and the banquets and our staff over there, they can customize the packages for you too. Sure. They're willing to work with you, and they're really neat and good at their job. Fantastic. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the Spotlight on the Bensenville Park District. I know we covered a lot here today, so if you want any more information, visit our website, beevilleparks.org, or visit us at whitepinesgolf.com. We'll see you guys later. Take care.